So back in December 2016, we flew to Nepal to celebrate my brother's wedding in Kathmandu.
As a first-timer in Nepal, I was pleasantly surprised by the culture, tradition, and especially the cuisine. Since I'd been to India a few years back, I was expecting a similar vibe, but I soon discovered Nepal has its own unique identity.
Our first morning in Nepal was quite the culture shock. But on the other hand, it was great to reunite with family that I hadn't seen in over 10 years.
As part of the wedding rituals, we sat on the rooftop of Nisha's auntie's house to be blessed by the priest. It was really nice to meet Nisha's extended family and finally get a taste of the Nepalese culture that I'd heard so much about. On day 2, we woke up early to get ready for the first official day of the wedding ceremony, which was hosted by the bride's family.
Before we went to the venue, as we were all getting ready and taking pictures, we were greeted by a traditional Nepalese wedding band, which followed us around all day.
As a Kiwi, I found Nepalese weddings to be very different to the ones that I'm used to back home. In comparison, they're a lot more colourful, vibrant, and definitely a few decibels louder.
After arriving at the wedding venue, the blessings between the bride and groom began. This included a series of rituals carried out by the priest. It was hosted in a well-decorated canopy where the guests could come and spectate throughout the day and take pictures.
The third and final day of the wedding was this time hosted by the groom's family. In the afternoon, we gathered at a party hall for the final celebrations and gift giving. This day was more casual with lots of eating and dancing, which was lots of fun.
All in all, our week in Nepal was a jam-packed experience with wedding festivities, catching up with familiar faces and eating lots of momos. There was more we would have liked to see, but I'm sure we'll be back again. Although we arrived in Bali during the monsoon season, we were fortunate to have good weather during the day, and it only rained in the evenings.
While it was tempting to spend most of our time in the pool and lazying by the beach, we still managed to cram a lot of activities into our 5-day stay in Bali.
Our first full day in Bali was spent at the zoo, followed by a trip to the tea plantation, where we sampled a series of local tea flavours and saw the process of how it was made.
It was nice to escape the hustle and bustle of Seminyak and visit the quieter parts of Bali, like Ubud, where the tea plantation was.
where are you right now?
Rice paddy.
Rice paddy. During our stay, we also visited the famous monkey forest in Ubud. We were surrounded by monkeys freely roaming everywhere and had to avoid them jumping on our heads.
Our final day in Bali was spent at the Tirta Impel, which is a sacred temple where the locals come to pray and bathe in the holy water.
Bali was a relaxing way to end our trip. From fine dining and beach life to chatting with locals, it was definitely one of our travel highlights, and we look forward to returning.